Hey, this is Movie Edge, Mike, otherwise known. And this is going to be a collection video of a series that I just completed. I want to say in June, but I didn't have time to make this collection video until just now, right now in the future, or in the past, present, future. It's all from a company, Classic Flix, and they're all Roach related. So yeah, let's get started. These are all streamlined movies that Classic Flix put out, and some of them for the first time ever. So yeah, they're on DVD, but even on DVD they're gonna look great because I'm gonna play them through a 4K player. I haven't watched any of them because I was waiting to get them all before I play them all. Volume 1, 6 episodes, and this team up right here, they made 6 movies together. Information's inside. 6 movies together from 1941 to 48, I want to say, and the last one that they made was in Cinecolor. So yeah, here is the disc, picture art. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 movies, and each one of them consists of being under an hour. First one, Tank Civilian. It's a play on words because it's military. 1941, 50 minutes. Hayfoot, 1942, 47 minutes. About Face, 1942, 44 minutes. Fall In, 43, 48 minutes. This is probably one of the longest ones. Is Yanks Ahoy, 1943, 59 minutes. And Here Comes Trouble, 1948, 50 minutes. Just show you that whole thing if you could actually read it with a shine. So yeah, they nice listings here. Tracy and Swanner, military comedies. If you are familiar with them, I have never seen any of their comedies. So if you're looking for a great collection, Volume 1 is where it's at. Second one on this series is Jimmy Rogers and Noah Berry. Never heard of them. And Jimmy Rogers is actually, if I'm not mistaken, is Will Rogers' son. So yeah, you might not know him, but it's real Will Rogers' son, and they made some comedies there too. And let's see. There's only 3 in this one. Dudes Are Pretty People, 1942, 46 minutes. Calaboose, 1943, 45 minutes. And Prairie Chickens, 1943, 47 minutes. So I mean, there's not much in this one, but they're Western comedy. And in Prairie, featuring, it says it's featuring in one of these, but it doesn't say which one. Dudley Dickinson of Columbia Shorts Department fame, and he also worked with the Three Stooges. He was an African American comedian. He's supposed to be in here as well. I don't know which one because it doesn't actually say, but I didn't think he worked for Roach. But Dudley Dickinson is listed in here, so if you're a Dudley Dickinson fan, then there you go. So that is volume 2, and yep. Volume 3. This one, these I have heard of before, but I never actually got to see. They were played on Turner Classic Movies a lot, and it is William Bendix, Joe Sawyer. It is the I can't read backwards. This is the Taxicab comedies. This is the Streamline Collection, Volume 3. The Taxicab comedies, and they're supposed to be really good. On the back here, but the comedies consist of there's 3 on here. One is called Brooklyn Orchid, 1942, 51 minutes. The McGurrans from Brooklyn, I'm not pronouncing that name right, I'm murdering it. 1942, 46 minutes. And Taxi Mister, sorry, 1943, 46 minutes. And the final the final Taxi film was also the final film for George Bradley's career, or no, Grace Bradley's career. Yeah, one of these was in color, which I don't know which one it was. So yeah, but William Bendix I like, any of his comedy, stuff. But the other guy I never heard of before. But if you're into the taxi comedies and you remember them, this set will suffice for you. Just 3 comedies. Again, shown on TCM at time to time. Next is Volume 4. Paper all over me. Volume 4. Forget it. Some words I just can't pronounce, but it's the musical comedies. Volume 4. There you go. There's nothing on the back of this, but they don't really tell you the stars of these because I think there's more than one. But anyway, the first short out of 3, or the first Streamline film out of 3, All American Co-eds, 1941, 49 minutes. Fiesta, 1941, 44 minutes. Flying with Music, 1942, 46 minutes. And here's a hair. There's it all listed, if you could see them. It's a disc. See, I don't know anybody on here listed. I don't know anybody in this, but I'm gonna take a look at the back of the cast and stuff. There you go. So that was the musical comedies, Streamline films. Next one. This is ones that I have seen. Well, at least 2 of them. 5 comedies in all. The Streamline Collection, Volume 5, starring Zazu Pitts and what's his first name? It's Zazu Pitts and if I could find his name. He was in Slim Somerville. Slim Somerville did actually, I think, 2 Columbia shorts, which then after that he died. He was a really funny guy, and so he was in a lot of films, and he worked with Zazu Pitts. Now, Zazu Pitts was a Hal Roach star before. She was in a series of shorts with Thelma Todd. And then after she quit to go somewhere else, because she was tired of being underpaid and stuff like that, wanted to do features, she pretty much went to other companies. And they replaced her with Patsy Kelly. But we'll get to that in a second. Niagara Falls, which I did see, and Turner Classic Movies many times. It's a 1941 film, 43 minutes, and it was just a great. It's just a great comedy. Miss Polly is another one that I've seen many times on TCM. 1943, 43 minutes, and that was the only two that they teamed up with. Somerville and Pitts. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe he had other movies to do or whatever, and they decided not to make any more, but they made a good comedy team. And finally, well, the next three are propaganda films. Basically, there's two propaganda films here. The Devil with Hitler, which is a comedy, and Alan Morbury, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. He was also a comedian in Columbia Shorts Department for a few films, for a few shorts. Marjorie Woodworth, which I heard the name before, but I just don't remember where. And Herman Bing. This is it's a Nazi film. It's making fun of Hitler basically, and at the time it was acceptable, making fun of Hitler and Germans and stuff like that. Now, if you look at this, it's a little bit offensive if you're a German. The other one was Nazi Nuisance, which I don't think was ever played. Maybe I'm wrong on Turner Classic Movies, but if so, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And this one is pretty much a sequel to The Devil with Hitler, I guess. There's not much information on that. And then the last one, well, Nazi Nuisance was 1942, 43 minutes. The last one is The Fabulous Joe. It's 1947, another long one at 59 minutes. This one's supposed to be actually a really good one. I never seen before. It was about a henpecked husband that inherits a talking dog, and his life and household are turned upside down. That one I want to see, and it's also in Cinecolor. Not Technicolor, they called it Cinecolor for the Hal Roach Studios. So that one I actually do want to see. So this is a great volume to buy if you're just looking for comedy. Yeah. It's just too bad that they didn't make any more together. But, yeah. Alright. Did I even mention... Yeah, I did. Okay. So, there you go. And then finally, the one I got in June was Cinecolor double feature. Streamline Collection Volume 6, The Curly Comedies. She's curly. Hal Roach sold the rights to, because he didn't want to make them anymore, The Little Rascals, Our Gang, the original name, and it was Our Gang until it hit TV. But Our Gang comedies were, the rights were sold to MGM, and MGM made, I don't know, maybe like 25 or 30 or something like that of those shorts, which you could find on Warner Archives collection. They have a set, if it's still available. I don't know if it went out of print, but I actually do really want to get that set as well. And he tried doing another version of Little Rascals, and this was pretty much the outcome, and it didn't do very well. And there's two here. They're both in color, Cinecolor. Curly, which is the first one, named after the girl, the character. 1947, 53 minutes. And okay, so the first one, this Streamline remake of the Our Gang short Teacher's Pet, 1930, from 1930. So the first one is actually a remake of that short, just longer. The second one on here, Who Killed Doc Robin, 1948, 50 minutes, and that is not a remake of an old Little Rascals short, but it's got cast in here, but no one I ever realized or recognized. But there's two on here. This one was the cheapest, but this one would probably be worth watching because they're rare. It's the first time they were on first time they were on DVD, and also the first time that you can watch them, because they're newly scanned, original 35mm film elements, and yeah. So if you're interested, get the whole set. I mean, I'm gonna show you what they look like all together. Nice uniform, nice together. There you go. So if you're interested in this set, go to their website, or they're basically on Amazon right now as well, and the prices are going down, and they're from the Silver Series. Now the Silver Series is a series that they do of restored movies that have never got released to video, hence these. And so they do have new ones coming out all the time, and they also do Blu-rays. Like, this is not the Silver Series, but it's another Hal Roach one, Zenobia, which is available now on Amazon, and for a little bit cheaper than their website. But yeah, Zenobia came out, and it's great. It's from 1939, 73 minutes, and it's Oliver Hardy's last film before his contract was up, and Stan Laurel's contract was already up, but Hal Roach's trick was to, let's sign them different times, not put them in the same contract, so I could keep them both and stuff like that. Stan Laurel got mad that Oliver Hardy did this, but Oliver Hardy didn't want to get sued and be taken to court, so they just teamed him up with Harry Langdon. But he doesn't play his regular Oliver Hardy character. And if you haven't seen this movie, it's very funny. And takes place during the Civil War, I want to say. So it was a little what's the word I'm looking for? Little racist overtones in there, and not PC, pretty much. So yeah, I love their Blu-rays. I wish they would put everything on Blu-ray, but it's expensive for them, and they have artwork. So that one came from there, and the last one I want to show you from the Silver Series that I own. Now, mind you, this is the second part of the career of Thelma Todd. Thelma Todd started out at Hal Roach making shorts with Harry Langdon, Charlie Chase, and she was actually in Laurel and Hardy shorts, and Thelma Todd was so good they teamed her up with Zazu Pitts. But that that series, for some reason, Classic Flix didn't end up getting it. It went to Kid Parker Productions, which if you look it up, you'll find it. It's the Zazu Pitts Thelma Todd collection. This one is the Zazu Pitts and Patsy Kelly collection. Patsy Kelly in her own right was funny, and it has 21 shorts on there. This was not cheap when I first got it. Now it went down on the price a little bit, and I'm going to show you disc 1. Look at all that on there. Disc 2. Look at all that on there. I'd pull this off. There's a disc 3, and disc 3 actually has, unfortunately, Thelma Todd died. People still don't know if it's a murder or what, but it's pretty much unsolved. And she starred, the last one she starred in was All American Toothache, you know, all the way up to there, and that was 1936. And unfortunately, she died. She was supposed to go to Hal Roach Studios the very next day. She was at her Thelma Todd Cafe, and it's in California. I actually got to pass it by accident. We were going to someone's house, and I was like, wait, that's the Thelma Todd Cafe. Nothing is done on it. It had plans to become a farmer's market and some other stuff, but nothing has been done at the time. So what they did with this set is they put 3 bonus shorts. All 3 with Patsy Kelly, one being Panhandlers, and they teamed her up with another partner. And at Sea Ashore, Patsy Kelly again teaming up with somebody else, and Hilltillies, Patsy Kelly teamed up with somebody else. So they have her shorts in there as a comedy team, but she didn't really star with the same person more than once. And she was funny in her own right, and she was, I missed Gay and Lesbian Month, didn't I? But she was the first star in Hollywood to come out and say she was a lesbian. She loved women, which you gotta think she had a crush on Thelma Todd. Who knows? But I think Patsy Kelly was a cutie, and she had a lot of talent. And if you watch the movie, what was it? Rosemary's Baby, Patsy Kelly is actually in there. Not a big role. She's more towards the end of the movie, as the comic relief kind of thing, and she's in there. And basically, after the shorts, she basically went to Hal Roach kept her and made some movies with her that didn't do so well. One I hope they put on DVD is Kelly the Second. It was her, Charlie Chase, and I forgot his name. He was a boxer. His last name was Williams. Big Boy Williams, I think it was. And that movie is hilarious, but it's kind of a rip-off of the Three Stooges Punch Drunk, because Moe, Larry, and Curly actually wrote that short, and it was an original short at the time, but in Kelly the Second they use the same premise, where the boxer hears music and he goes crazy and he wins the match. And yeah, so whatever. There is a lot more to check out from Classic Flix, so go to their website and just look around, see if you find anything interesting. It's Classic Flix, Flix being spelled Flix.com. And if you have any questions, you could just email them. Say, oh, you're going to get this movie out, this movie, whatever. They also do public domain stuff, but they do it in such a way where it's restored and remastered. And the movies that they have done is Abbott Costello in Africa Screams. Beautiful print, beautiful copy, a lot of extras. More expensive. It's a lot more expensive than you think, but it is well worth getting. And they did do another one called Abbott Costello New Shanghai. Beautiful restoration on that as well. And they're also working on the Abbott Costello TV show, which was like, I think, 52 episodes, 2 seasons. They're working on that as well, and it'll be out soon. Maybe maybe one will be out this year and the other one will be next year, but I'll probably be getting those on Blu-ray. And the other movie that they're actually working on, which I haven't heard if they're even remotely finished yet, was Abbott Costello and Jack and the Beanstalk, one of their Technicolor films. It actually starts out like Wizard of Oz, where it's in black and white. It was actually sepia, and then it goes to color. So they are working on that, and I can't wait to get my hands on that stuff. And of course, I don't have it with me, but of course they're working on right now the Little Rascals collection. They have one volume out, another volume is coming out in August, and another one, the first one with Spanky, all the really good Spanky shorts when he was small, is coming out in October, I want to say. And those are kind of pricey, but I'm buying them all. And there's 80 shorts in all. I did ask them if they're going to put, they made a few Spanish-speaking shorts, and the kids had to learn Spanish and read off chalkboards, kind of like what Laurel and Hardy did with their shorts, and Charlie Chase did it, Harry Langdon did it. I even think Thelma Todd did one with Harry Langdon in Spanish, and they had to learn it and read it verbatim off of a chalkboard, kind of like cue cards of today. And yeah, so that's all coming out soon. They said they were going to finish the set by the end of the year, but I don't see it happening because they're only on volume 3 and it's October, so maybe by December they'll be on volume 4. But there's 80 shorts in total, and they at least release 11 on each. Yeah, 11 on each set. So yeah, there's something to look forward to there. So go to their website and check it out. I'll put it down below in the link. Also, I will do a Kit Parker production Hal Roach collection video as soon as I get the Charlie Chase volume 3. It's the final one in that series. I don't think there's any more they're going to be releasing besides the Laurel and Hardy ones that are on Blu-ray, so they might release another one of those. But as for DVDs are concerned and the shorts, I don't think they're going to release anymore. But I'll do that one as soon as I get that release. It's 29 minutes I've been showing this stuff, but if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. For me, Mike, Movie Edge. And if you want, and I suggest you do, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell, and also check out my Instagram page at movieedge1 and my non-media page at movieedgenonmedia. That's it. That's all for now. This is Movie Edge signing off, saying movies, there you are, movies are your best entertainment. Yeah.